Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to cut and sew a flay gathered skirt, just like what I'm putting on. So if this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching. These are the materials I'm going to be using for the making of this skirt. So this material is called a sample chantilly lace, and this chantilly lace is kind of plated, so it is stretching. So I don't know if you are going to see this type, but you can make use of any plain one or any material of your choice. And you're going to be needing about 5 to 6 yards depending on how big you are. Then you're going to be needing about 2 yards or 1.5 yards of crepe for lining, and you can make use of any material of your choice to line your skirts. So I'm going to be cutting this on the floor because my table is too small to accommodate the wideness of the fabric I have here. I have gone ahead to spread my fabric on the floor, as you can see, and I folded it into two. So go ahead and open up your fabric and fold it into two, then spread it on the floor. Now that this is folded into two, what I'm going to be doing now is to divide my waist measurement by two. Now my waist measurement is 36 inches. 36 divided by 2 is going to give me 18. I am dividing my waist measurement by 2 because I folded this fabric into two. Pay attention to what I'm about to show you. So I'm going to be placing my tape here like this. So I'll go ahead and use my hand to adjust the tape just to make it like a curve until I get 18 inches. So for you, you are going to be using your waist measurement divided by 2. So afterwards, don't get to 18 inches. I will go ahead and mark it here like this. Then I'll also come to this other side and mark it here like this. Now, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to place my tape on that point where I mark. I will measure it to the full length of the remaining fabric. I just want to make sure that whatever I have left will be enough for me to cut the full length of the skirt I want to sew. Now, the full length of the skirt I want to sew is 44 inches. After I was done measuring it from this point to the hem of the fabric, I discovered that what I have is about 42 inches, so it's not going to be enough for me to cut the full length of my skirt. Now what I'm going to be doing now is to place my tape on the full length, that is the down part of the fabric. I will measure it to the up like this. I'm so sorry that you guys did not see that part. I didn't know that that part was not showing. So I will measure it to the top like this. I will measure 44 inches. Then I'll mark the point here. I will place my tape at the tip here. I will measure it to this point where I mark. So from here to this point where I mark is 30.5 inches. I will go ahead and mark that 30.5 inches round, still placing my tape at the tip of the folded fabric. If you don't understand what I'm saying, watch what I'm doing, you will understand it better. So I will go ahead and measure it onto the other side like this. After I am done marking it, I will go ahead and measure what I have here. I will place my tape on it like this and measure it round. So what I have here is about 80.5 inches, which is going to be perfect enough for me to sew the skirt. Now take note of what I'm about to say. I don't want to make use of my waist measurement because I want to gather the waist part of the skirt. Now, if you don't want to gather the waist part of your skirt, you can easily go ahead and just cut it out like that and use it. But for me, I want to gather the waist part, which means that instead of using 80 inches, I will be using 30 inches. I want to make sure the waist is 30 inches after folding my fabric into two, so that I will have enough space or enough fabric to gather it. I want it to be a gathered flace skirt. If you don't want yours to be gathered, please go ahead and just maintain your waist measurement. In order for me to get the exact waist measurement I want, this is what I'm going to be doing. Let me position my camera where I will place my tape at the end of this side of the skirt. I will measure the full length of my skirt, which is 44 inches. That was what I did on the other side that you guys didn't see. I will mark it here. Okay, this is 44 inches. After marking it, I will place my tape at the tip of the folded fabric here like this. I will measure it to the point where I mark here. So what I have there is about 18 inches. Still placing my tape at the tip of the folded fabric, I will mark 18 inches here. Then as I'm extending the tape, I will be reducing the length. So on this point, I will mark 17 inches. Then on the next point, I will mark 16 inches. The reason why I'm reducing it is because I want it to get to 30.5 inches, because remember I've already marked the full length of the skirt on this other side that I'm marking it to. So that is why I'm reducing the length. So from 16 inches, I will mark 15 inches, 14 inches. Then the next one will now be 30.5 inches like this. So finally, it has met with this point here. Okay. So after I was done marking it, what I'm going to be doing next is to connect the points together. Now, let me tell you the reason why I decided to make use of this method to cut out this skirt, most especially the waist part. The reason why I decided to make use of this method is because I don't want this skirt to have joining around the down part. Now, the length of this chantilly lace, the full length of this chantilly lace is 60 inches. Now, if you're using Ankara material, you will definitely join it around the down part because Ankara is by 40 or 42 sometimes. So this one is by 60 inches. So I don't want to have journey around the down part. If not, I could have just go ahead and place my tape around the waist area and mark 30 inches, then connect all the points together and cut it out. If I should use that method, that means I will need to join the down part, and me, I don't want to join the down part. I hope you guys understand. After I was done connecting the waistline together, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark the full length of the skirt. I will place my tape around the waistline. I will mark the full length, which is 44 inches. Then as I am marking it, I will be extending my tape around the waistline and also around the down part. I will be marking it 44 inches. So I'll just go ahead and connect these points that I've already marked together like this. Then I will continue as I am marking it. I'll be connecting all the points together because this fabric is so wide. So I'll be connecting it. So just take your time and do this. After I am done connecting it, I'll go ahead and cut out the waistline like this. I will not cut through the exact line. I will come up by half inch. That half inch is going to be for journey allowance. Then I'll cut it out. Then for the down part, I will cut through the exact line that I have here because I'm going to be weaving the down. Okay. After I was done cutting it out, this is how it looked like. You can see how wide it is. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to cut out the lining. Now for the lining, I'm going to be making use of this soft rib material. Okay, I was supposed to use crepe, but the crepe I have at home is not up to 2 yards. It's just 1 yard. After I was done folding it, I discovered that it will not be enough for me to cut out the lining. So that is why I am using this soft rib material. I already have it at home before. This material is 2 yards, and also I've gone ahead to fold it into two, as you can see on my table. Now for the full length of my lining, I want it to start around my waist area and stop around my knee area. I will place my tape around the down part on this side. Sorry that you guys are not seeing it. I'm placing this on my table. I will measure 23 inches. Okay, from the down to the top like this, I'll measure 23 inches. That is how long I want the lining to be. I will place my tape around the tip area here like this. I will measure it to the point I mark here. So what I have there is 11 inches. I'll go ahead and mark 11 inches around. Please take note, I don't want the waistline of the lining to be 18 inches. I believe you guys know how I got 18 inches. I want it to be at least 20 inches or 22 inches. So if you want yours to be your exact waistline measurement, just go ahead and mark your exact waistline measurement. So after I was done marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together. After connecting it, I'll go ahead and measure what I have here. So what I have here is not up to 22 inches. Now this is what I'm going to be doing. I will place my tape on the tip here like this. I will mark 12.5 inches. Then the next one will be 12 inches. The other one will be 11.075 inches. The other one will be 11.05 inches until I get to 11 inches like this. As I'm marking it, I'll be reducing the length, okay, as you can see, until I get to 11 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect all the points together. After connecting it, I'll go ahead and measure what I have here, if it's up to what I want. Okay, so what I have here after I was done measuring it is about 22 inches, which is perfect. Now I will place my tape on the waistline and mark the full length of the lining, which is 23 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it round like this. Please take note, I am marking this on my table. You might not really see some parts. So I'll go ahead and cut out the down after I was done marking it. Then I'll cut out the waistline. Please don't forget to add half inch for journey allowance around the waistline. I'll go ahead and notch the middle here like this. Then I'll also go ahead and notch the middle of the main skirt. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to gather the waist part of the main skirt like this. So I'll just go ahead and gather it from the start to the ending. So my waist measurement is 36 inches, but I'm going to be adding 2 inches for journey allowance, which is now going to give me 38 inches. So I'll go ahead and gather it and make sure the gather I have around the waistline of the skirt is exactly 38 inches. Okay, just take your time and gather it. After I was done gathering it, I'll go ahead and measure the waistline just to be sure that what I have here is up to 38 inches. And after I was done measuring it, what I have here is exactly 38 inches, which is going to be perfect for what I want, as you can see. I've gone ahead to cut out the waistband. As you can see, the wideness of the waistband is 2.5 inches, and the length of the waistband is my waist measurement, okay, which is 36 inches. I was supposed to cut out 38 inches. The reason why I did not cut out 38 inches is because the waistband is stretchy, as you can see. So when I want to sew the skirt on it, I will stretch it out. So I'll go ahead and fold it into two like this. After folding it into two, I'll go ahead and sew this side like this. Then I'll also go ahead and fold this other side and sew it like this. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to turn it to the front like this. Then I will turn the other side to the front as well. After turning it, I'll go ahead and arrange it, fold it into two like this. Then I will take it to the sewing machine. I'll go ahead and stitch it down like this. Okay, just stitch it down. So guys, I'm done sewing it. After I was done sewing it, I went ahead to iron it out, as you can see. Now I'm going to be spreading out the waist part of this skirt. I'll go ahead and place the waistband on its right side facing each other. Then I'll go ahead and pin it from the start to the end. Okay, just go ahead and pin everything. As I'm pinning it, I'll be stretching the waistband so that it will be enough for it to accommodate the length of the skirt. Then I will take it to the sewing machine and sew it. After I was done sewing it, this is how it look like. So I'm going to lining it now. So to lining it, I will go ahead and make sure the right side of the lining is facing the right side of the fabric. Then I will fold in the waistband like this. I will fold it inward like this. Then I'll go ahead and place the lining on it. From the starting, I will take to the sewing machine and sew it and arrange it. As I'm sewing it, I'll go ahead and gather it at some point. Okay, remember the waist part of this lining is wider than my original waist measurement. So I'll go ahead and gather it on it. So guys, after I was done sewing it, this is how it look like. As you can see, how beautiful it is. Now I'll go ahead and chook the waistband inside around the side like this. Then I'll go ahead and sew this side. Okay, I want the zipper area to be sewn it. I will take to the sewing machine and sew it down. Then I will sew the other side as well. So guys, I'm done sewing it. This is how it look like. As you can see, if I should open up the lining like this is how it's going to look like, as you can see. Okay, so just go ahead and fold it into two, just like as I've done. I wanted to fold it into two like this. Then I'll place the zip I'm going to be sewing on it like this. I will mark where the zip is going to stop like this. Then I'll pin this part here. I will just pin it down. Then I'll place my tape on that point and mark in 1 inch for joining allowance. I will take to the sewing machine and sew it from this point here to the end. Then after that, I will sew the zip on it. Pay attention to what I'm about to explain. After I was done sewing it, I will just spread it on the floor like this and arrange everything. After I was done rearranging it, I discovered that some parts were longer than some parts. After I was done arranging it, I discovered that some parts were longer than some parts. So I'll go ahead and trim out the excess on it like this. Trust me, this will not affect the length of your skirt. So I'll just go ahead and trim it out. After trimming it out, I took it to the market to weave it down. Remember, this skirt is so full, so I wanted to weave it. I did not fold it down. So guys, this is how the skirt look like on my body. If this tutorial was really helpful, please go ahead and like and comment. This really helped my algorithm a lot. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of cutting and sewing tutorials here, and turn on post notifications so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. I'm going to be seeing you guys on my next video. Bye. Mwah.